Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Cal Royal number LPG2 aluminum latch guard protector. I have one removed from the packaging, and here it is. It's sprayed aluminum, but it's made of steel. Okay. The material thickness 0.087, so it's the same thickness as a residential weight hinge. So a hinge that you may have at a home, it's the same thickness as that, 0.087 or 3/32 of an inch. Overall height of the item, Cal Royal has it at 11 inch, and indeed they have an overall width of 2 7/8. I'd say that it's 2 15/16 or so. You can see that you've got that offset that's there. That's, of course, by design. The door is going to set here, and then this greater offset is going to be where it will overlap the frame. The door is normally, a steel door is always, inset ever so slightly. 3/32 of an inch, about. So the latch guard must be offset so that when the door closes, because the door is sunk in ever so slightly, it'll still latch and close, and that's why it's like that. We'll have this indented area for the lip of the strike plate, and I'm going to judge that offset it's about 5/16 of an inch, so it's pretty heavy. And it's very likely that offset is like that, so that there's no need to grind or cut or modify the lip of the strike. That offset is so large that you'll probably be able to fit that strike lip in there. Now the downside of that is you've got an unusually heavy amount of space between the face of the frame and the inside face of this plate. This would not be my first option, I'm just being brutally honest. I would prefer a model that would require me to trim that lip of the strike down and bring that offset much smaller so that I can get a tight clearance on the face of the frame, and maybe even one that had an anti-pry-apart pin that would stick to the face of the frame. But locks keep honest people honest. This is very inexpensive. It is certainly going to operate as a latch protector very successfully. So keep in mind all of the particulars. When this is a third of the cost of the other one, or half of the cost, this might be just perfect for you, especially when you've got 30 to do, and you're really not expecting someone to try to break in forcibly. You just want to cover the latch so that people can just realize too much work, move on. This has this radius cutout. That's intended to work compatibly with a rosette from like a lever lock, is where you're going to see that sort of preparation required. Okay. Oddly enough, a couple of carriage bolts are included, and while that's not odd, what's odd is that it's prepped for 4 of them. So keep that in mind, that you're going to through-bolt it through the door, and you'll have a couple of unused areas unless you purchase more carriage bolts. And a carriage bolt has that square underside to the bottom of the head, and that is to prevent the bolt from turning at all. And then it has an acorn nut on the inside, and the length of these bolts are specifically intended for 1 3/4 inch thick door, so keep that in mind. There's a link below this video to a document called Cut Sheet that will allow you to review this latch protector as if you were looking at the manufacturer's original catalog. It's available in 4 finishes: prime coat, the sprayed aluminum, the dark bronze, which will be like a powder-coated dark bronze color to complement perhaps an oil rubbed, then gold finish as well. So you'll have all the bases covered in terms of finishes. There's then also a link to a document called Product Catalog, which is very handy because it will allow you to review all of the associated or sister products to this latch guard from Cal Royal: strike plates, other locks, lock accessories, kick plates, flat goods, push and pull hardware, and then another type of latch guard that Cal Royal makes available. It's on the last page of that cut sheet. Very handy. Now finally, speaking of Cal Royal and cut sheets and product catalogs, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Cal Royal products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. Now, I'm quite partial to Cal Royal, and it's because I've been buying their products for almost 20 years, and I continue to do so. For no substantially important reason, except that there's a confluence of small reasons that all add together. Predictable, reliable, dependable, economical, high quality product. They do it on time, they do it all the time, they do it to where you can depend on it, they do it economically, and they do it to high value. You send them an order within a day or two, it's on the way to you. It's all good. It's good, very, very good quality imported builder's material that has a significant role to play, I think, in a lot of construction projects. If you have a project where you're just a subcontractor and you're supplying doors, frames, hinges, locks, closers, exit devices, weather stripping to the back of a strip mall where there's no specification, I think Cal Royal fits that area quite well. Why? Good quality, good value. You can mark it up, be profitable. Your client can mark it up, be profitable. The distributor can make money. Cal Royal can make money. And the end user is going to say, that's a good quality piece of hardware and I didn't break the bank. Now, having said that, Cal Royal does not fit into a lot of other scenarios simply because, for instance, if you have a project where you know that you are going to have to service the hardware down the road, it's all imported. You're not going to buy only parts for something. And it's really a different part of the construction phase when it comes to the different construction environment where you're going to use an imported piece of hardware. In terms of the hardware itself, maybe there isn't a significant amount of things that differentiate Cal Royal from other people who, quite frankly, import builders' hardware. But where they do differentiate themselves is the service. They're not selling you the latch guard. They're selling you the service, the predictability, the reliability, the dependability. You get the point. If you have any questions on the Cal Royal LPG2 latch protector or any other Cal Royal product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.